take those days back. I know I was young, I was living my life like a goddamn idiot. Started shit and we finished it. At least I live my life with style. I no longer feel so proud. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel a fire it burns. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. You know I miss the boys that are out in Central. Some days wish I lived on the moon. Never had to meet another douchebag. Think back to when I met the boys age 19. We were living on Chandler Street, fucking it up in December. Never could have guessed after all the times we cheated dead. I'll be standing here with my head, my heart, my spirit somewhat sick. Really should have guessed after all the times that we got faded, that my brain might get downgraded. Thank God, I think I'm feeling alright. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel the fire it burns. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I just got sick of the lose, so I decided to grow. Yeah, and decided to grow. Sick of the lows. I just got sick of the lows, so I decided to grow. Yeah, and decided to grow. Sick of the lows. I just got sick of the lows, so I decided to grow. Yeah, and decided to grow. Sick of the lows. There's been plenty of moments that I fell in hard times. More often than not, getting faded was my lifeline. I realize that I've always struggled with change, but sometimes you gotta rearrange before you go insane. I've been doing my best to stay true to myself, put my next foot forward and smoking dope for my health. I never give up the music till I'm rolling in wealth. Some days I swear this basement's my own personal hell. Well, I love the sound of the city. Goddamn, I love the sound of the city. Yeah, yeah. I'm wide awake when you're with me. I feel better when you got my back, yeah. Red eyes, I'm sky high. I think this might be the best night that I've ever had, that I've ever spent with you. I confess I'm obsessed with the sex. Heart palpitations every time that she texts. I admit that we ain't always been the best for each other, but what is love without the little test? Girl, you know you're my sneaky link. When I'm with you, my ego shrink. I'm just craving time for us alone. I think about you every time I'm home smoking dope. I love the sound of the city. Goddamn, I love the sound of the city. Yeah, yeah. I'm wide awake when you're with me. I feel better when you got my back, yeah. Red eyes, I'm sky high. I think this might be the best night that I've ever had, that I've ever spent with you.
Oh, I love when that happens. For some reason, my mic didn't turn on again. My apologies. Happy Friday, everybody. I made a very poor decision with my ear infection, and I went into a pool, and my whole equilibrium is off. So my apologies if seem a little down. Gonna do some TA just real quick. SoCal Burn, the band, is actually a very close friend of mine. They used to be called the Hunting Project. Now he's called Tilley Parker. It's named after his mom. I believe his Spotify description's down below. He's just grinding out music, man. He's just been keep getting better over the years. Very impressed with his stuff. I'm very thankful that he allows me to use his music. KR, I lost so much on Luna. Please feel so depressed. I'm sorry you lost a lot on Luna, man. Just take it as a learning experience, and you can definitely make it up over the next couple years. $100 right now in Luna can help you recover. It's worth the bet. I don't know. I lost 40,000. You had $40,000 in Luna, guys. I always say, don't risk everything in altcoin, because just so you know, like any of these this can happen to literally any of these altcoins. Luna was a fabulous short. I wouldn't touch it now. I love how we call it investing. Yeah. Doo Quan. It's Douche Quan. Douche Quan in this live stream. Oh, fact. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't realize I was in your Discord still. I was talking to Kobe this morning. My apologies. Can we start DCAing in crypto? I mean, you can DCA whenever you want. I have not started just yet. Can you be trading? Can you be my trading guru? I teach classes. You're more than welcome to join. All of them are on Patreon. There's a list of things that you can choose from. All right, let's get into some TA, shall we? Dow weekly. For those of you that might be new, we look at the stock weekly charts. We do not look really below the week because this is a crypto trading channel. We just kind of get a general sentiment from stocks. So, nice recovery from the Dow so far this week. I mean, still red, still putting that lower low in regardless. Ultimately, I think we will see this kind of scenario where we have a small bounce, retest our head and shoulders neckline here, and then continue lower. For those of you that might live under a rock, we are entering a recession. Gas, where I live, and I live where things really aren't that expensive, is almost to $5 a gallon. It's kind of it's no one can afford it. It's people can't work, and you have to think, you know, when people go, oh, gas is high, gas is this, what does gas really represent? Well, gas and oil represent everything. When gas and oil are up, everything's up. The oil that goes into all your plastics, all of your everything goes up when gas and oil go up, and it's not good, and it's been going up consistently. Groceries are ridiculously expensive. Used cars are like pieces of gold right now with how expensive they are. It's unbelievable that used cars are selling more or for more than new cars. I figured once I heard the intro to the stream, yeah, my bad. I literally just turned on my headset and I heard you say something. I was like, oh shit. My bad. Luna did another 99% again. Yeah, it's going to keep doing that. Hey, Roman, I am new to the company. Thanks for the invos and help. Oh, anytime. Please tell us what's next. What's next is what I'll tell you after we get through the stock TA. All right, so Dow, I mean, looks pretty shitty. I mean, it looks like we're going to keep continuing lower. Death cross. Like I said, we kind of need to go sideways a bit to allow our moving averages to catch up, maybe retest the 50. Might get some consolidation. People are going to say, oh, the bottom's in, the bottom's in. Guys, things don't just go up and down in a straight line or down and up in a straight line. You don't just go, you know, even when we went up, we still had periods where we went sideways for a little while, up again, you know, down, sideways, up. That's perfectly normal in a market. Nothing can go up like this and nothing can go down like this. That's unsustainable, and that's not how markets work. So anyone that tells you that we've bottomed and we're going up, one, unfollow them. They're an idiot. We are about to go through a very, very harsh recession. There is nothing in any sort of economic analysis that I can tell you that stocks are going to break all-time highs. At first, I thought, okay, maybe there's a chance we go up. But here, let me show you guys something. We're going to look at a comparison of the weekly now on the S&P 500 to the weekly in 2008. And this is probably going to screw up a bunch of shit, but I'm going to see if I can do it right. Let's pull up 2008. So 2008, here we go. We have what looks like a double top. So not a head and shoulders, but a double top. And excuse me, I got this work. And we're going to do this just to make it a little bit cleaner to read. There we go. Hopefully that's a little cleaner to read. Okay, so we have a double top here. I'm sure people were like, oh, we're going to keep going, blah, 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 blah. This is a bearish reversal pattern. Here in 2022, we have a head and shoulders. So this is a, what is that? What is it, class? That is a bearish reversal pattern. We have the breakdown of my neckline here. My neckline here would have been right about there. We break down and we retest. We break down. We have not had our retest yet. We are probably going to see something like this, a breakdown and a retest of that prior support level. That's perfectly normal in a bear market. And I can guarantee you, if this is crypto, do you know how many people would say that this is the bottom? And this has been happening with, this is my problem with a lot of these analysts. A lot of these new Twitter people, these social media people, they jumped in the market when the market was bullish. They weren't here in 2018, and they weren't here. I mean, granted, I wasn't here in 2014, but I was here in 2018. And let me tell you, that was not fun. That's when Bitcoin and crypto started going into YouTube and going into social media. And every single time, it's a bottom. We've bottomed until we actually bottom. But again, these are stocks. Just for comparison. So breakdown, retest. Then we break further down, then a small bounce, and then we just crash. Now, is that same exact scenario going to happen? Probably not. But I would not put it past it to break down the head and shoulders, and just to get rid of the moving averages, so it's a little bit cleaner. Let's even see. Oh, look, we have a death cross here as well. What a surprise. Breakdown, retest. We'll probably go down here, have a small bounce here, and maybe even continue a little bit further down. I would imagine, because in 2008 we had a 50, almost a 60% correction. I would imagine that 60%, let's just say we'll go with a modest 50, 2,300 on S&P, 2,300. Okay, that's around your COVID lows. That would play out over about 2 years, I would imagine, something like this. I think that's very, very reasonable. And I'm not just comparing fractals. I'm giving you guys a legitimate trading scenario. This is how people trade. They look for patterns. They look for support and resistance levels. They look for breakdowns and retests. This is not a fractal channel. I'm not going, oh, look at this fractal, this 2008 fractal. I'm showing you a bearish reversal pattern that was broken down, retested, and went down. Here is another bearish reversal pattern that will most likely retest and continue going lower. As we know, the fundamental sentiment of the economy is complete dog shit. Stop using the metric system. Everything will get better. God. It's always USA versus Europe. Are you a full-time trader or do you have a day job? A little bit of both. I have not fully transitioned out of my job. One, because for those of you that know, I work part-time for a hedge fund as a financial analyst. I get a lot of data from different banks and different the other hedge funds. And the second thing is I work from home. It's very easy. It doesn't take a lot of my time. And be completely honest, like I'm going to keep that salary until I'm just tired of it. Gas is $9.20 in the UK. Holy crap, man. What? This is not 2008. This is the 2000 best case scenario. Okay, so in 2000, we had same exact thing, man. Same exact thing. Same crash, same levels of crash, same peaks. It's the same thing. I eat crayons while doing fractals, dude. Stop. Every time I laugh, my ear infection hurts. All right, let's keep continuing forward. You guys get the gist. And by the way, for those of you that are new, we've been following this head and shoulders. We've been following the bullishness of the DXY. And all of this is coming into fruition. These aren't just like lucky calls. We're following fundamental and technical analysis, looking for not necessarily catalysts that follow, but an overall speculation of the markets. NASDAQ. Yeah, I mean, wow, we bounced perfectly at my support line down here. That's pretty cool. But looking pretty rough. I would imagine the NASDAQ goes down 70-ish%. Again, I have this golden box here drawn right between 100 and 80. A lot of these tech stocks were pretty much like cryptocurrency. I think they're very overvalued. They went parabolic and they're going to eventually crash. Will they probably break all-time highs? Yeah, absolutely. I think Tesla and Amazon and all these big tech companies will continue to succeed. I think Amazon's in the tech sector. I'm not sure. But DJ Bravo, what's up, man? I suppose you're right. LOL, personally, I think it's a Great Depression times 100. Could be, but I think that's like the absolute worst case scenario, and I think that's like what people are terrified of. And it's usually not ever the worst case scenario. You also have to remember the Great Depression was also triggered by a multitude of different things. One, we didn't have the, I guess, mindset of, loaning and banking that we do now. We also didn't have the collateral to put against stopping that. We also didn't have a Dust Bowl scenario where we couldn't make food. I think that there's so much other industries today. Like, there's so many other businesses, right? Like, even if there is a recession, people will still be making money. People will still, there will be a lot of people that just keep living their lives normally because it doesn't affect them because they're going to keep making money. Now, I think like restaurants and things that, when food goes up and gas goes up, like those kind of things like restaurants, hotels, I think those people will be affected. But for the most part, I don't know. We saw COVID. We saw businesses make all-time highs in earnings. We also saw people suffer. So I think it's going to be a little bit of both. I don't think it'll be depression. As much as I want to be doom and gloom and tell you guys that there's going to be depression, it takes so much to have a depression. This is just a change of credit cycle. We'll probably go sideways for the next 10 years. What's on the ground behind me? That's a blanket for my dog. That blue thing? That's a blanket for my dog. Drink penicillin for the ear infection. Yeah, I've been taking antibiotics and they're just not working. Damn, guys, time to enter Discord again. What? What you talking about? All right, let's look at DXY, then we'll look at the total charts. DXY, yeah, like I said, we have a pretty bullish DXY. It's literally going parabolic, and I don't see it slowing down. These were my original drawings. We broke out of our diagonal here. Continuing to go higher. RSI is way overbought, but we've seen that before. We are in the areas that we could have a pullback, but I'm not saying that this run is going to end. If we break 105, so today's Friday, so next week, if we break this 105 level, this is a historical level of resistance. And just to showcase that a little bit better, 105, historical level of resistance and support. So here we have, rejections in here, a big breakout, a retest as support, a breakdown, almost a retest, breakdown further, retest 105, attempting to break out, rejection. So 105 is an important level. It's not, it's probably not right on the money 105. It's probably 104.5 to like 108-ish, but 105 would be the start of breaking that resistance level. This looks ultra bullish. We know fundamentally the dollar is ultra bullish. The federal government or the Federal Reserve wants to promote the value of the dollar. And technical analysis also says that this is extremely bullish. If this was a Bitcoin chart, everyone would be wanting to buy, everyone would be up a ton of money. People would be rejoicing and singing hallelujah. But this, unfortunately, is extremely bearish for stocks and cryptocurrency. When the dollar goes up, the rest of your assets go down. It's just simple supply and demand. What do you think about all those Bitfinex longs? Well, they said Bitfinex longs are at all-time highs at like upper 30s, and now we're at upper 20s. So I don't really look at all these other extraneous things because I think they're distractions. I think Bitfinex longs going up. Okay, that's not an answer in the charts for TA. If I see Goldman Sachs is thinking about doing XYZ, that's just I don't care. When will you start to DCA in crypto? When I start DCing in crypto, I don't. Probably lower 20s. Total charts. We actually broke below my purple line yesterday. It seems like we had a bounce, so support is holding. However, we did make a lower low. Very much so. We made a very much lower low. If we close this weekly really below here, things are not looking good. This would be your whole demand zone. So you start closing below that golden line, things get ugly. You start closing below the purple line, things get very, very ugly. We've been following this for quite a while. I mean, it's following everything that we've intended. The next level of support for total, I would imagine, is here. So you lose purple, you drop all the way down to about 785 billion. And total one is all of crypto. So it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the alts. Total 2, this is Ethereum and your altcoins. Retested support right here at like 600 billion. We've had this line drawn for a while. If we lose this blue line, the next one, I would argue there's some slight support here. But in all honesty, I could see us falling all the way down to like 255, right about here. So 2 major areas of support to watch, 255 and about 480. Total 3, again, similar to Total 2, a bounce off the golden line. Let's see, where's the next support? Probably around, man, it's kind of ugly, but it's probably around here. And this is excluding Ethereum, so this would make sense. So a lot of your microcaps will lose a lot of value if Bitcoin continues lower. Hey Bart, how's it going? Happy Friday the 13th. Must be my unlucky day. What level you draw a neckline for SPX, H and S? Believe it's 42.50 because we have a little bit of rejection here, a breakout, a retest, a breakdown, but coming back up as a spring for a fake out rally, and then that right shoulder forms. All right, well, let's look at USDT.D. So this actually tells you when this breaks out, Bitcoin will drop. Bitcoin will continue going lower, and this looks like it's in a parabolic advance. I mean, it's also in price discovery, so ultimately this is extremely bullish for USDT. This is extremely bearish for cryptocurrency. This means that there's massive amounts of selling and more crypto is going back to exchanges and more USDT is dominating the market. Like more people are holding it, or it's, I guess, circulating. Like it's not being bought and put in reserves to be sold into. It's actually being bought for an exchange of crypto. So again, it's looking cute today, sir. Thanks, man. I just got out of a pool and I had an ear infection. My whole equilibrium was off for quite a while. Bitfinex longs are perp, not spot. It's useless. It's meant as a hedge. Doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me. So again, if we somehow break down below, or maybe we have a double top here and then we go down, this would be very, very bullish for crypto. But again, that's just a scenario. I think this is going to keep going up, and it'll probably go up sideways and go up more. I would imagine. When it goes sideways or it goes down, that's where we look for opportunities to trade crypto. But on the daily, I mean, it just kind of looks like we broke out and could retest this area, but I don't know. We're pretty high above. So let's get into Bitcoin. First things first, let's look at our weekly chart, our weekly plan. that we've been following for the last couple months. For anyone that's new here, this is what I've been following as a basis for being essentially bearish for over a year. I was actually extremely bearish in this zone. I was still bearish here, and I've been bearish all throughout here. Now, with that said, does that mean I haven't taken advantage of trading this move up and trading this move up? I traded both these moves up, but macro-wise, I've been bearish. I don't want to be the guy that's like, I called the top in April 2021, but I was calling for a top in the market. Like, I did not think we were going to go any higher. And how do I get that information? This volume going down, this price going up, that tells me that there's weakness. And all throughout this new high and all throughout here, it's been very, very low volume. If we look in the past, and again, it's volume comparative to the volume that previously happened. So if you look at this all-time high, lots of volume. This all-time high, lots of volume. After we get to 40K, we actually start to see what is called exhaustion. So after 40K, we get exhaustion. We pump all the way up to 60K. That's actually pretty normal. That's why we didn't get a blow off top. It was actually a distribution tactic or an exhaustive price action tactic that I use all the time. And it's quite unfortunate for a lot of people because for me, I was extremely bearish all throughout April 2021 and pretty much all throughout until now. I'm still bearish and I'm still expecting lower 20s. However, I will begin DCAing once I see the lower 20s. Right, back to the chart. So what does all this mean? So every single time our yellow, our 20 moving average, crosses under our 50 moving average, we actually see a 63% drop in the market. So here we have 63% in 2014. We have 63% in 2018. It says 60. I didn't put it right, but it's 63%. So 63%, just as a basis, it's not always perfect, is about 17,000. For me, I would want to begin DCAing in the lower 20s. Nothing major, but once we hit 17K, maybe increase the DCA. If we go below 17K, I will be loading my bags full of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, you just saw what happened with Luna. Why don't I trade alts? You just saw what happened with Luna. I don't trust altcoins. 99% of them are just pump and dump schemes. And, you know, everyone that has their favorite altcoin and it's got all this utility and all this other bullshit. Okay, well, there was a big community a week ago that was flexing how much money and how much utility their coin has, and now it got removed from TradingView. So I don't want to hear all this like, oh, my coin does this and my coin does that. Your coin is going to be like this coin. I guarantee you. I guarantee 99% of these alts are going to do what Luna did. Either not exist or not ever break all-time highs, ever. So if you want to be safe with a long-term investment and still make a shit ton of money, go into Bitcoin, go into Ethereum, maybe do Link, maybe a couple gaming tokens, maybe. Again, maybe. Like don't throw half your portfolio in a bunch of gaming tokens and all these other shit coins. Do Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like 75% of your long-term should be Ethereum and Bitcoin. And if you want to take that gamble and start buying things like 1inch and Mana and One and Sushi and Doge, I mean, you guys can go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to be like the guy that's like, I told you not to do that. I can guarantee you all these projects that I'm scrolling through, I bet you one of them breaks all-time highs ever again. Seriously. Like, you should have saw how many in 2017 to now. I've never broken all-time highs. Like, ever. Look at XRP. XRP, for example. Terrible investment. It's always been a terrible investment. And it's never broken all-time highs. Never. I mean, did we get close? Sure. But never. And it never will. This coin has, the team can print as unlimited XRP. This will most likely end up like Luna and will do, it's not going to do this, but it'll probably just do that. I mean, XRP is a shitcoin in my opinion. It's never been good. Roman Crypto Trading, your thoughts on daily Dragonfly Doji candle yesterday? What is that? I don't do single candle patterns. Single candle patterns are, one, useless, and two, they don't tell me anything. You want to look for, like, just because you see one candle do something, it could just mean volatility. I know what a daily dragonfly, fire-breathing anteater is, but, like, yeah, I know what you're talking. Sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of you. I just think it's funny, that name. So, yeah, this, although you could be like, oh, this is a bullish candle. We're so bullish. Look at the buying pressure from that. Yeah, or it could just imply volatility, and we could just go down lower. And it could also imply that we were oversold, so we needed to bounce to continue going lower. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying here? Like, you look at the macro picture. And again, guys, I always tell people, like, zoom the hell out. Stop looking at lower time frames. Stop looking at individual candle patterns. Stop. Just stop. Look at this. So I'm gonna show you something real quick, right? I'm gonna give you a little something. This will probably help a lot of you. So from 69 all the way down to like 32, we dropped 52% with no significant pullback. Do you know why this entire move happened? If you can tell me why, you are a level 2 trader. So we do level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 3 being the highest. You're a level 2 trader if you can tell me why that happened. Actually, you're probably like level 1.5. I'll be honest. This happened to reset RSI, to bring it back to the mean so we could dump lower. So this was our significant pullback to go up. It was very, very difficult to trade. It was pretty much just sideways movement. That's why I really didn't trade it. And now we're going lower. And everyone's calling for, oh, we're bottoming. Oh, we're bottoming. Okay, well, now that I showed you the 69 to 32, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here we go. 48 to 25. About a 50% drop. All right, 50% drop with no significant pullback. Okay, there's a little bit of sideways consolidation here, but ultimately just, it's nothing. So 50% drop with no, I mean, guys, remember, nothing can go down in a straight line. You're usually going to see this, right? Okay, we're literally going down, so we'll probably bounce up a little bit and then continue going lower. Like, we actually retested our prior demand zone, which is now acting as resistance. Not to mention, if we just look at a 4-hour, and we'll go through the whole daily and then go through the 4-hour. You just look at the 4-hour. We have volume going down, price going up. That is bearish price action, and that classifies a dead cat bounce. Like, look at this. Look at this dead cat bounce here. Volume going down, price going up. Guys, this is how you keep getting baited. All right? This is how all these things keep happening to you. You keep buying, and I don't mean like all of you, but I mean people in general keep buying this narrative. Like, the Moon Boys are like, bottoms in, bottoms in, bottoms in. Bottoms in, bottoms in. Okay, no, it's not in. It won't be in for a long time. Do you want to know what a bottom looks like? I'll show you guys what a bottom looks like. This is what I tweeted earlier this morning. This is what a bottom looks like. And this is a weekly chart. Just remember, this is a weekly chart. This is a bottom. This is a bottom. This is, let's see how many weeks. That's 19 weeks. You had almost half a year to buy in the 4 to 3K range. Okay, half a year. That's an accumulation zone. Half a year. This is a bottom. Well, I mean, obviously, COVID crash, but that's a black swan event. This is a bottom. This is a bottom. Accumulation. Multiple weeks. I mean, even here, multiple weeks for this little move. Guys, a bottom, you don't just crash and then go like this. That's just not what happens. You have to have accumulation. These institutions can't just throw, if they throw all their money at this market, yes, the market will literally do this, but their orders will get filled like that, and they won't get the prices that they desire. That's why you have periods of accumulation. And you can sit there and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Guys, I literally work for a hedge fund. This is what they do. They deploy small amounts of capital to buy assets so it doesn't make the whole asset class rise. So I don't know a better way to explain it other than that. I would argue that this was a period of accumulation. We also have volume going down, price going down, very, very bullish. If you look at a daily, very, very bullish. I was buying in here. I was absolutely buying in here, and I sold up here. Made a ton of money. In this, we actually have price going up, volume going down. That is bearish price action. This is actually a distribution. So this is distribution. This is accumulation. Keep that in mind. I was calling for this, was the opposite of this for a very long time. And I got a lot of pushback. And now we're chilling. Now I get to buy lower. I thought 45, or a lot of people thought 45K was the final time they could buy in the 40s, and we were just going to teleport to 69. That's not how this works. Just to let you know. Amazing content. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Level 1 traders just do patterns and support lines is the easiest. Real TA experts. No Elliott waves. Elliott waves are useless. Candles and harmonics, pattern support lines are like grade 8 TA. Okay. Where would you put price action traders in? Because Elliott waves are literally useless. I've seen Elliott people say this. I've seen Elliott people say this. I've seen Elliott people say that and this and this and that and that and this. And Elliott wave people do this and this. Elliott wave is literally useless. Like, I'm sorry. I've never met an Elliott wave person that's been consistent ever. And like 1,000 people, they'll go, oh, this is my strategy, and then this is my strategy, and then that's my strategy, and mine's like this, and then one of them's right, and everyone goes, Elliott waves. Good source of TA. Like, it's not. It's never consistent, ever. Like, it's all a theory based on things that you draw, based on waves. So you go, wave 1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And you're just like, okay, that's not how this works. It's not a good predictor. It's really just useless. It's really just you going like this and expecting price to move that way. It's not how it works. Would your hedge fund be mad for your info's whole not? I mean, I don't have insider information. I mean, I got like enough to be like, I know some shit, but it's not like I know shit that would get me in trouble. So pretty much you don't understand is useless and price action is the most useful, and that's what you use, right? LOL, just kidding. No, I'm saying that Elliott waves are not consistent, and every Elliott wave trader I've ever met has never been consistent. I had an Elliott wave trader come into my Discord and gloat how good he was at trading, and he said we were going to be at 180K by now, and now we're at 29K. He also said that this wasn't the top, and I was saying it was. I know that's one example, but what I'm saying is a lot of Elliott wave traders on Twitter were saying this, and we're saying this, and this, and what? Like, no, I'm not. Look, if you use Elliott waves and you're successful, that's fantastic. Keep doing you, but I will never use them. What about QRST, UV, WX1? The Elliott wave traders don't use that. You make sense totally. Thank you. What about USDT? Can we happen to UST also? So my theory is why USDT will not crash is because every exchange uses it. And if it does crash, like everyone loses. Like UST, most exchanges, I don't even know if most exchanges used it. And also it had such a low circulation that it didn't matter what happened to it. Like it's you. If you're gonna go after something, like you can't go and take the. If you're a little dog, you can't take the big dog, right? So someone could try and nuke USDT, right? They could try, and I'll give it to you. I think some of USDT is a little bit skeptical, but they do have assets that back their currency. It's not like USDT is backed by like cryptocurrency in thin air. UST is backed by Bitcoin, I believe. I always mess this up. It's either backed by Bitcoin or Luna, which is backed by Bitcoin or Luna. So it's essentially like saying, I'm going to give value to this because I think it has value in it, and it's thin air. You have to remember, crypto is valuable because people think it has value and they buy it. It's simple supply and demand. That's why TA works so well with crypto. Yes, catalysts kind of push us in sometimes, but for the most part, it's simple supply and demand. That's why TA is so important with cryptocurrency. I unfortunately got 2 of those other side NFT deeds before the crash. Now I'm just sitting at a loss for who knows how long. The NFT bubble is going to be rough, for sure. What do you think happened with that temporary DPEG on USDT? I mean, okay, I'm going to show you guys something real quick. So with USDT, this kind of shit literally happens all the time. You know, it's unfortunate that it happens all the time, but it just happens. On the big crashes, you actually see this. You see this kind of stuff. On the big pumps, you see this kind of stuff. I mean, look at this. I think that's a glitch. No way USDT went up to $2.22. But it happens all the time. You know, could it crash? Sure, anything can. You know, what if the SEC says no more USDT? Then yeah, but there's so many people, so many exchanges, so many cryptocurrencies rely on USDT that I just don't think it can happen. If it did, everyone loses. You have to think, everyone loses if USDT crashes. So why would they crash it? Everyone loses. No one wins. Everybody loses. Bro, see RSI is about to form bullish divergence on 1-day time frame. Price going down, RSI going up. Please check it, bro. That's not necessarily divergent. Yo, what's up with all the spam in chat, bro? Like the same 3 people. Chill. Okay. Yo, if you're gonna spam chat, I'm just gonna ban you. Or I'll have one of my mods ban you. Please stop spamming. So back to Bitcoin daily TA. So ultimately, I think we just broke down and retested our demand zone here. I don't see anything bullish, and people are saying RSI is going up while price is going down. Where price has been going down. Here's your bottom, and we're still going down. There's no divergences yet. I don't see any reasons to be bullish on the daily time frame. Yo, Muhammad, dude. Stop spamming or you're getting banned. Like, if you want your question answered, don't spam. I pretty much answer everybody's question. I'm pretty keen on that. Stop spamming. For every time you spam, like, you're done. I'm not answering your question. This is awesome, dude. This often I do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at like around 6 p.m. Eastern time, sometimes a little before, sometimes a little after. Fridays, it's hit or miss. Depends if I'm fishing with my dad. Because usually by the time I'm done, I'm pretty hammered. And one time I did live stream while I was hammered and nothing made sense. It was a pretty bad live stream. All right, I'm banning people. You guys are asking for it. Tired of it. Ah! I have to pull up the... Should I just do it right now? Just like right in front of him? Goodbye. Aw. Oh, Cheese, you beat me to it. Damn. Attaboy. Get him. Damn, you beat me. These spammers, man. Like, if you guys want, if you want your question answered and I don't get to it the first time you say it, like, put it in a couple minutes later. Don't spam it. I will not answer your question if you spam it. Or, you know what's even better? Just come into Discord and ask me there, and I'll ask you there. Bro, draw a line from February RSI dip to now. It's forming. That is not how divergence works, my friend. You have to look at this. So when you're looking at this, what's happening right now? You're looking at this. This is the downtrend. This is a sideways. So all of this goes away. This sideways. So now we start looking at RSI here. Now we're going down again. Oh, dude. Rashish, dude, you're done. Yo, Cheese, get rid of Rishabadov. I don't even know how to say his name. Just get rid of him. Thank you. You're done, dude. Stop spamming. Just stop spamming. It's not cool. Come to North Carolina. Let's go. I used to live in South Carolina and Miami, Florida, man. Miami was awesome. Sport fishing capital of the world. It was awesome. I will Probably be moving back to Florida once recession really kicks in. I want to buy a house, like a nice house. Maybe have the Discord people come through. You know what I'm saying? What are your top all altcoins to invest in? Ethereum. How do you read candlestick patterns? I don't. He's gone like Luna. That's harsh, dude. That's really harsh. Right, daily. No divergences. Again, MACD. Let's even do this. MACD. I mean, not showing any signs of weakness, not showing any divergences. For right now, I'd say we either one need to basically go sideways, consolidation. So you'll essentially do some of this, maybe bounce. We have this diagonal trend line there. I just drew it for visual purposes. I mean, we could definitely do something like this and then go lower. I would not put it past this market to do that. However, I don't see any reasons on lower time frames to really go up. Let's even do a deep dive. So 12-hour. 12-hour, I don't see any divergences. Now, some people will tell you that this is divergence. I don't believe it is. I really don't believe that. I look at divergence like this now to this, which on the daily, there's none. On the 12-hour, it's getting close. But again, when you're oversold, you have to bounce back to the mean, which is like around 50 to continue dropping. It doesn't always have to be 50, but you have to like essentially return to the mean per se. But 12-hour, I mean, it doesn't get any uglier than this. Price going, volume going up, price going down, very bearish price action. You have your volume going down here, price going up on these two candles. That is bearish price action. So ultimately, you have bearish price action across the board, which implies, and again, that this is not divergence, and we will most likely at least revisit 26, 27K. Let's look at the 4-hour, because I do have a bullish opinion, or a slight bullish opinion, that if we come down to here, about 27,750 area, so if we hold this area, we could see a nice double bottom, and maybe go back up to here before continuing lower. So ultimately, you could be looking at a 35% gain. Pretty decent, pretty good little swing trade. So you'd buy, here, you'd buy on this breakout, and then I would just hold from there and see if we can break above 38K. If we break above 38K, buy more. But for now, just two small buys or two medium buys, nothing major on that. What I do see so far is volume is starting to go down as price is going down. Like I said, I'd like to see this visit 27K with low volume. If volume remains low, I will be buying here. I don't normally do live trades like this on live stream. It's because people, if we go to 27K, they're going to ignore everything I just said about volume being low before they place the trade. They'll place a trade, then blame me for it. If you have to short this, how would you do it? I would wait for a bearish reversal pattern. It's too late to short. We're down 50% without a significant pullback. Way too late. How quick do you see Bitcoin catching 20K? Depends. I mean, we get some very negative news, some very negative stock results. I think Bitcoin's ready to tank. Come visit Europe. My family's from Sicily, so it could be possible. My only problem is I have everything here in the U.S. Plus, I think I have to be. I am vaccinated. I don't know what the rules are to fly to Europe. But no, one of these days I'll go visit. Next Tuesday, I liquidate some assets. What would you say putting 20K in ApeCoin? I'm not buying alts. I wouldn't buy alts. What is the next support for Bitcoin if there is any support? 19.7. What is the best time frame to read? The daily. Tell us a sad story about someone who lost all his money lately. Okay, I lost all of my $500 I put in Luna. I think I might get it back, but I probably won't. A sad story about someone who lost all their money. I don't know a lot of people that have lost all their money. What happens if Putin takes the Ukraine? I don't know. Putin takes the Ukraine. How can I be level 2 trader? Please give some tips, bro. Experience. lots and lots of experience, trial and error, creating a system. I was just saying level 1, level 2, level 3 is like a gauge, like it can be whatever. But it takes multiple years to be a successful trader, to build a system, and really learn the ins and outs of risk management. Again, I teach a trading course. I have all of my videos up. Unfortunately, I'm not doing any more live videos until September, but all the prior lectures are up there. So if you would like to learn how to become an independent trader, check out the Patreon. I do have like private chat, so if you have questions, you can let me know. And on top of that, the next long swing trade setup I am going to give because I'm ready to make some money. I have not made a significant trade in 6-7 months. A significant trade is over 6 figures. I'm not risking a lot on these long trades because I know that something like this happens where we just knife through support and just continue going down. Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, guys, this is pretty obvious. You have volume going down, price going up, right into supply here. Would not surprise me if we went up maybe one more time to 31K, make a little double top, and then go down. Does not surprise me. However, keep an eye on the 27K level. We could double bottom and continue up from there. A little bit of a reversal. That's really what I have my eyes on right now until we hit 27K. Honestly, I don't really care where price goes. I am not going to buy and one thing that you guys need to know, if you want to be a successful trader, you need to follow your system. I'm not going to buy just because price continues going up if volume's going down. That's just not what I'm doing, and that's completely against my system. And what that tells me is this is a very bearish move, just being led by low volume because selling volume hasn't come in. Once that selling volume comes in, we are absolutely going to dump through the floor, and it's not worth losing a trade trading against your system. Trust your system, follow your system. You are not going to catch every single up and down move, and just stay consistent. If you guys place 3 or 4 good swing trades a year and make 30 to 50%, that's 200% a year. That's incredible. That's incredible gains. It's more than you'd get investing in the stock market. Way more you get investing in the stock market. That's way more you get in real estate. Just know that a couple good trades a year, that's great. If you're trading, if you're a smaller account, I'd recommend, try and take the smaller moves, try and, work your ins and outs around that. But for the most part, if you've got a big pocket of money, not even big, if you have like 20, 30, 50,000, if you're just starting out trading, just swing trade. It's super relaxing. You're not going to lose all the hair on your head. And to be fair, you take way less losses, and I think it's way easier to trade. Am I personally into ApeCoin? No. I think ApeCoin is literally a pump and dump scheme. How often do you futures trade? I futures trade daily. It depends if there's a swing trade of it. Altcoin hold is the worst advice. Exactly. It's too risky because it can crash anytime with that kind of volume. Yes, that's why. Because once sellers step in, when volume comes in, so basically whoever is controlling the move, buyers or sellers, essentially lower volume means that sellers aren't selling, and that's why price goes up. When sellers start selling, volume comes in and we start going down. Now, if this is a vice versa scenario where maybe we're going up, and then we start to come down a little bit, but volume's going up like this, and then on the downward move, volume starts going down. That means that buyers are a little bit exhausted here. We've got to pull back a little bit, and we'll continue rising up from there. That's how price action works. Essentially, buyers and sellers being in control, and any little bounce like this is just sellers controlling and getting more shorts in at a desired price. That's all that is. What's my favorite movie? Man, probably like it's a combination of The Lone Survivor, Gladiator, Last Samurai. I don't really have like a favorite movie, but I love all those movies. Oh, I do love Gran Torino too. That's a good movie. Avatar, like the Blue People, that's an amazing movie. The sequel or whatever is coming out soon. I'm gonna watch that. Would even L1s like ADA and Algorand be risky too? Well, you just saw L1s like, I think Luna's an L1, I don't know. Luna definitely took an L. You had a lot of people that trusted Luna, and look where it took them. Guys, stop DCAing in altcoins. DCA, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Stop DCAing altcoins. How long is your trading class available? You once said in end of May. I'm just going to leave it open all of the summer. I'm just going to leave it open. I'm just not going to do live sessions until September, until the fall. Avatar is Pocahontas. I don't know what that means, but it's a good movie. But it's going to stay open, and it's just going to stay open. I'm just going to leave it open. It's not that it's not a lot of work to help people, but not doing the live sessions definitely gives me a lot more time on my plate. So I'm going to start doing that in September. How are you looking at gold for the rest of the year? Not looking like much of an inflation hedge lately. Well, little did you know that even in a recession and depression, gold still loses value. Every asset loses value because the dollar has to go up, right? So essentially, like, gold is going to go down, but it will probably go up like towards the middle of recession. I don't know. Let's take a look at gold. I'll look at gold real quick. Gold. That's the 1 hour. We don't want that. Let's look at the weekly. Gold weekly. Oh, wow. Look at that. We actually are getting pretty accurate on this double top prediction. Look at that. I bet Peter Schiff, I bet he's about to roll in his grave when he sees this lose support. So I actually said that this could be a possible double top. I mean, we topped out right at the prior top. Even in here, we have a double top, probably on hourly charts. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it could be an ascending triangle. Could. But if I'm going to place money on this because we're going into recession, because I know what happened even in 2008. So look at 2008, which I believe 2008, we still crashed, still came down. Wow, I even had it circled. Still came down. So right before recession, gold goes down. I would anticipate that this does a double top. There's your neckline, 1750 area. Yeah, I could see this definitely double top. Definitely. All classes were recorded? Yes, they were. And they're more like lectures. Like, yeah. You use stop loss? Yes, always. Don't you think alts are where serious money is made? I get your point on Bitcoin, but a safer trade on. I've made 90% of my wealth off Bitcoin and Ethereum. Roman, Bitcoin BUSD was 24K. What's the real price? 24, 26 on Bitcoin USDT. It's like 26, 25. Actually, I think it's 25. 26.8. I thought we got all the way down to 25. 25.3. I mean, it was a very dramatic drop, 25. I mean, it's going to be different per exchange because it was a very dramatic drop. On Binance, it only went to 26, but on Coinbase, it went all the way down to 25, 25.4. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Pretty good movie. So invest in the dollar. What exchange did I trade on? I use Bitget. And I'm going to get into Mexi in the next... Probably after all these crashes, if I see projects that could have potential. Again, I'm not putting a lot of money into alts, but for those of you that don't know, I've partnered with Bitget and Mexi. Bitget has amazingly low fees. I have a referral link if you'd like to use it. Also, with Mexi, I have a referral link. I believe you still get the 10% off fees if you use it. So, can't go wrong with both exchanges. Both have very high security. It just depends which one you'd like to use. If you're an altcoin trader, I'd recommend Mexi. If you're a futures trader, if you trade like Bitcoin, Ethereum, you really want low fees, I would trade with Bitget. Honestly, can't go wrong with either. But I do use Bitget for about like 50% of where I trade. I have my money spread out on multiple exchanges because just in case one crashes, which I will say, when all those exchange crashed like 2 days ago, I didn't have a problem on Bitget. Bitget was up, Mexi was up, everything was good. Systems were online. Please just make me your student. I'll continue your legacy. You can sign up on Patreon. Do you think Ethereum will go to 1K? I think it'll go below 1K. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance before we continue moving on. Bitcoin dominance kind of rejected right on my white little line here. That would be a resistance that stretches from July 29th 2021. Ultimately, I see a double bottom here. Double bottom, a break of the neckline here. Again, we have a double bottom, break of the neckline. We went up. We've also broken out of this resistance area. I would fully anticipate this continue going up. You break the green line, things look really bad for alts. You break the purple line, and well, we saw what happened in 2018. Alts got absolutely smashed after we lost this purple line, after price went above the purple line. So again, guys, keep in mind that Bitcoin dominance being bullish is very, very bearish for crypto. Bitcoin dominance being bearish is very bullish for crypto. Because it shows that alts are gaining value against Bitcoin, which generally says that we're in a bull market. If Bitcoin takes a hit this weekend, what say you? I say that my prediction was right. Why do you help us? Every other YouTube robs small investors. Just found you by luck and my wife. I help people because when I was in your shoes in 2017, I got absolutely burned. I was burned again in like 2018. I watched all the influencers. I got caught up in all the bullshit. I really didn't know how to trade or what I was doing. I was always interested. In 2018, I learned how to trade. I grinded through getting a system. In 2019, I started seeing profits. 2020, got into the bull market, bought the shit out of the COVID crash, made a ton of money, both in the bear and bull market. I've seen both bear and bull market in crypto. And then from there, 2021, made a couple of nice little swing trades when we bottomed in July. Unfortunately, in October, I literally bought the 41K bottom and then sold it at like 44K because I didn't believe we were going higher. Made a little bit of gains on the way up here. I had a mana trade that I did pretty well on. But since then, the whole reason I do this is to help you guys because I never got any help. And it was incredibly hard to learn. It was a lot of time. This is a space where you have scammers everywhere. You have influencers that couldn't care less if you lose because they shill their exchange links to you and they want you to lose. Because if you guys didn't know this, just like myself, I make money when you buy and sell crypto. So essentially when you make a trade, you pay a fee. When you sell the trade, you pay a fee. And I get a certain percentage of that fee. Now, I would argue that although, yes, am I partnering with an exchange? Am I shilling their link? Maybe. But one, I'm partnered with two exchanges that I believe in. One, Bitget, two, Mexi. Both have great security. Both are top in liquidity or derivatives liquidity. Two, both have a great support team. They don't scam wick and shit. They don't shut down when volatile times. So I'm trying to partner with products now that I am an influencer. I'm trying to partner with products and exchanges that aren't just out to get you and out to just take your money and ravage you. Because let me tell you, Bybit it's criminal what they do to people. You have these influencers that are like, you can get up to a $2,500 bonus with Bybit or $7,500 bonus with Bybit if you use 100 times leverage. Like, guys, the reason they want you to do 100 times leverage is because they make the exchange makes a shit ton of money, and so does the influencer because of the fees. So am I out here? And so the other thing is, like, a lot of the influencers will be like, this is a bullish UZ pattern, and we're going to go to 69K. And everyone buys this, and they get liquidated, and they get screwed, and that influencer makes a ton of money off the fees. Okay? No, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to give you guys trades that will, one, make you money, market information that matters, and much more. I'm trying to have your back. And, I always put your best interest forward. That's how I've built my brand, and that's how I'll continue with that. There's so many Ponzi's among alts. Take GMT, entering and buying their NFTs. Yeah, a lot of alts are just pump and dump schemes. You'll find that out the longer you're in the space. It's nuts. But all right, guys, I'm gonna look at Ethereum and then I'm gonna go get yammed because my ear infections has stopped. Thank you, live stream. And I want to get a drink because drinking's fun. I don't have a drinking problem, but just fun, okay? Don't judge me. It's just fun. If I had a problem, I'll let you know. All right, Ethereum. Let's look at the weekly first. Looking kind of gross. I'm not going to lie. So one thing I see first, I see very possible head and shoulders here. With your neckline being between these golden lines. Honestly, and let's even enlarge price because MACD and RSI are both very bearish. Yeah, gotta run log. So we have this ascending wedge or ascending triangle, whatever you want to call, and we broke down. I anticipate us losing 1800 level. If we do, we might have a small bounce here at 1400. But my bottom target is in between this 800 and about 450. That's where I think the bottom for Ethereum will be. I don't think that Ethereum will die. I think Ethereum will be a great investment in the future. But now, again, you have a very obvious head and shoulders on this weekly. And that's a very distributive bearish pattern. And it's either confirmed or looking to confirm. I don't know if the diagonal line is the neckline, or I don't know if one of the horizontal lines is the neckline. But it's looking pretty bad. And I'm not anticipating this going up anytime soon. Would it be possible to check silver? Unfortunately, I don't really check silver. Have a good day, brother. I'm away for some shut-eye. Hey, take it easy, man. Take it easy. Let's even look at like the daily real quick. So the daily on Ethereum, I'm going to remove. Man, why can't you just remove like the paint? Maybe there is a way. But yeah, same kind of story. I mean, it's just dropping. And just real quick, I'm going to show Ethereum to Bitcoin. Guys, this is a head and shoulders. Looks like we had a little bit of recovery. Yeah, we kind of bounced off the neckline. Maybe the neckline goes all the way here. That would make more sense. We actually bounced off our neckline. If we start closing below this diagonal, things get very, very ugly. Ethereum to Bitcoin's a good determinant in how altcoins will perform. And if you essentially have a breakdown, I anticipate altcoins to absolutely get wrecked. Ethereum kind of leads the way for alts. So keep that in mind. With all that said, guys, I am going to go get yammed. I don't know how else to say it. I appreciate all of you guys showing up for Friday streams. Usually a small crowd. If it continues to be like this, I will definitely stream more on Fridays. It seems like there's a lot of interest in the crypto market, and I appreciate having you guys all here. Just so that you know, if you're new, I stream every day, or not every day. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around 6 p.m. Eastern, sometimes a little bit before. You're more than welcome to join our Discord. There is a link in the chat, in the YouTube description, on my Twitter. It's all free. Another thing, I am going to keep the trading classes open throughout the summer. However, there will not be live sessions. So if you join and you're wondering why there isn't a live session, I've said it 100 times now. So I am not liable for you making that mistake. On top of that, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It's beautiful outside. Get some sun. Stop watching the charts. Stop watching lower time frames. And, I don't know. Go drink a beer or something. All right, guys.